Scott, this is Joel. Man, this was great to see during our lesson that indeed that right there on the right looks a lot better than where it was a couple months ago, about 6 weeks ago, where it had gotten overcorrected from what we started to do last fall. So it's a much better look on the left there where it's not so open. That's one of the things that's helping you hit it more solidly over here on our left. And I like the freedom of the swing there. Looks nice and free. And a lot of good things going on there, Scott. And then from here, remember, starting to hit it more solidly because we talked about, again, getting the ball first and a little divot out front. And so as the club head follows this path right there on that circular type path there, see right as it's making impact there, it's right at about the bottom of its arc, and you want to just feel free to try and get that arc to be out in front of the ball a little bit more, get there more and more consistently. Make Ernie L's left-handed for you here. Where again, see, he's getting that ball, and then the club head's still headed downward for a short distance there, where you're getting the divot out front, and you see the divot fly off there off his club head out front. That's the sensation you want, and the best way to work on that, again, you see there's not a huge difference in the look on the video, but boy, there's a huge difference, as you've seen, Scott, on the feel and the ball flight. And so that's why we went up and worked on the grass. Again, it's simple. Just get any kind of two-pointed line, right? Any 2 points define a line, right, according to the old geometry stuff. So get a line going and then put a ball right on the line, hit the ball first, get the little divot out front, and it's smart to rank it, like I said, kind of 1 to 5, so you can really appreciate the redeeming qualities of the shots you're hitting, where, yeah, it may not be a 5, may not be perfect, but boy, that you see that ball popping up in the air nicely because that club head was close to being on the perfect arc down through the ball there. So yeah, spend a lot of time just hitting pitches that way as well as hitting full shots. Conscious of the ball first, a little divot out front, and you see that ball take off nicely there, Scott. That'll be happening more and more for you, man. So it's good news about the school stuff, buddy. Doing well with it, and things ending soon. And hopefully maybe you guys can play in that family scramble.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter, Ellie. Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside, we want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how everything's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.